I went out to a bar in Los Angeles for a girls' night with my hot, amazing single girlfriends, Nina, Jen, and Jenna. And when we first got there, we scoured the bar to see if there were any potential men. We spotted a great group of guys and plopped ourselves down next to them, making sure they could see us. This is something that women do. As we sat down, they looked over at us, smiled, and then literally huddled together and looked back at us. Then one guy turned to our table and said, "What are you ladies drinking? My friend and I want to buy you a drink." As women, we gladly accepted the free drinks, okay? Hey, if you guys are gonna wanna make that offer, we will always give you 5 minutes of our time to see if we like you and if we like our cocktails. After the drinks came, 2 of the guys came over to our table and started gabbing on and on about a huge financial deal they had just closed, which was kind of interesting at first. But then they went on and talked about their new car that they just bought and their clothes, and trust me, they were not shy about how much things cost. So I was getting totally turned off by these guys, and I could tell that my girlfriends were feeling the exact same way. So we quickly guzzled our drinks and excused ourselves. We could not believe that these attractive, well-dressed men, who were obviously successful, were that insecure. Why did they feel the need to babble on about what they had or how much they spent rather than trying to talk with us? So we continued our night and we're having a blast with each other, as we always do. And about 2 hours into our night, I was getting drinks from the bar and a man decided to approach me. He was about 5'7", he wore glasses and could have definitely used a lesson on wardrobe. He strolled over with this energy that I can only explain as magnetic. He simply came up to me and said, "Hi, my name is X," and held out his hand. And then I introduced myself, obviously. X said, "You're not from here, are you?" And then I said, "No, I'm not. How can you tell?" "Because you're the only girl in the bar smiling and looking people straight in the eye. Girls like that don't exist around here. Where are you from?" he said to me. So I said, "Toronto in Canada," and he said, "I think I've heard of it before," with a smug smile. "I'm one of those lucky Americans who grew up with a map in my house. Actually, I just visited Toronto. It's a great city, a much cleaner version of New York. What made you want to move here?" And the conversation went on for quite some time, and that excited feeling in my stomach kept increasing throughout the conversation. I was liking this guy. And when I like a guy I'm talking to, I get nervous. I trip over my world. See, I'm doing it now, and I ramble on. The eye contact is always locked on him, and I do not notice anybody else around me. I was totally into this guy. The reason that I was attracted to this guy was because he was interesting, confident, and obviously a man who went after what he wanted. He looked me straight in the eye and went after me without a doubt in his mind that he would be rejected. He didn't approach me with some cheesy line or canned material. He approached me directly without fear, and I could sense that. He poked fun at me, did not over-compliment or fawn all over me. He was not dominating the conversation. If anything, I was doing most of the talking. More like rambling, but I was doing most of the talking. This in turn intimidated me and made me nervous. I was the one who was afraid of possible rejection. I didn't feel at any time that I had full control of the situation, and I remember constantly thinking, does this guy like me? He must. Am I sounding smart enough, or am I stupid? Is there lipstick on my teeth? My mouth is hurting me from smiling. The internal thoughts literally just went on and on and on. And in a short period of time, he was able to make me feel comfortable, excited, and special. I could tell from our conversation that X was a good man and that he was also desired by a lot of other women. He was self-assured, he was calm, cool, and collected. This is the type of man that I'm attracted to, the type of man I want to date and be in a relationship with, a man that I might also want to have sex in the bathroom with. But either way, it's a man that I want. As long as you're direct, confident, and clear in your wants, then women will always be attracted to you. I do have to point out that I have never been attracted to players. Some of my girlfriends are and have been. They hate them now. I've always been able to see right through their attempts. Guys who are not straight with me are not attractive to me. But I do have to admit, the approaches used by player types are fun, engaging, and ego boosters, but they're also obvious and exhausting. At times, this is all I've wanted from a night. Simple, fun banter and a quick makeout session with a guy I was going to think nothing about the next day. For long term, this is not what I'm looking for and not what I'm attracted to. Again, I'm attracted to a self-assured man who knows himself and knows what he wants. This attitude makes me feel special and lucky to have captured this man's attention and makes me want to see him again. I can tell you that X was not always able to approach women with such confidence. At a later time, he revealed to me that he used to be very unsuccessful with women and was in fact afraid to approach. He used to think he was too skinny, too short, and unattractive, and it took time to grow into his looks. But after years of working on himself and finally finding true confidence and understanding himself, he now feels comfortable in his own skin and can approach anyone without fear. And you too can feel exactly like X. Every man can. You can approach, attract, date, get any woman you want, and all you need to do is learn how. So check out my 3-step program, Become a Man Women Want, and learn how to flip on her hero switch so that she can't think of anything except for being yours. So click below to find out these 3 steps right now and how to click on her hero switch.